I'm Liz,
And we're the authors of The Witch's Kiss.
and The Witch's Tears.
But today, for Zoe's Readathon, we're going to be talking about our favourite childhood books and see how many we can get in 5 minutes. And we just want to say, go Zoe and support her cause. And she's raising money for Stars, which is really awesome. So do please donate.
Um,
you go first?
Yeah, I was going for Rebecca's World, which is sadly out of print, but it's one of my favourite childhood reads. I managed to track this copy down on Amazon for £25. It's the story of an 11-year-old girl, Rebecca, who finds herself transported through the end of her father's telescope to a far-off distant land. And then I'm just going to read the back. So this distant planet is terrorised by jelly-like monsters called ghosts. Rebecca resolves to sort out their problems with the help of Grisby, a sore-footed misery boots, Kovac, an out-of-work spy, and Captain K, a rather puny superhero. And she sets out to find a solution to all of their problems. And it's just incredibly funny and witty, and you should just read it if you can get a copy.
My first choice is The Darkest Rising, which is the second in the Susan Cooper The Darkest Rising series. I just love this cover. I saw it in my school library and it was just magical the moment I picked it up. And I'll read you just a tiny bit from the back. "It will be a bad night," said Mr. Dawson. "The walker is abroad and this night will be bad. And tomorrow will be beyond imagining." Does that not sound utterly gripping? So it's all about Will, who is the seventh son of the seventh son, and he has these amazing powers, as he discovers in this book. He is part of the light, and he has to fight the darkness to stop them. That's actually Hannah Hunter, to stop them taking over the world. And it's at Christmas time.
Okay, me next. So mine is Ordinary Jack, which is from the Bagthorpe saga. Again, I think strangely out of print. And Ordinary Jack is one of he's the ordinary member of his family. He's vastly outshone by all his siblings, all who have various. What are you saying? All have various, strings to their bows, and he has nothing. So he devises a plan with his Uncle Parker, where he pretends to be a psychic, a seer of future events, so that he can become, more amazing. And it's again very well written and very, very funny.
Okay, my next choice is Voyage of the Dawn Treader, the fifth in the Narnia books. I really love this because I just thought the idea of going through a picture onto a magic ship was really cool, and all the islands are really exciting. People getting turned into gold bars, which is kind of exciting, and the dragon, because I love dragons. And then Lucy gets the chance to go and steal the spellbook, and I think go Lucy, because why not really, even if Aslan says it's naughty. So that's my favourite Narnia book.
My next choice is The Secret Garden, which is a beautifully written book telling the tale of Mary, who is a contrary, spoilt 9 or 10-year-old, and she's basically orphaned, and she's grown up in India, and she suddenly finds herself transported to North Yorkshire, dealing with a bunch of, living with her in her uncle's estate, dealing with a bunch of servants who no longer are willing to put up with her contrary ways, and she has to change, and she does change, and with that change, she starts to affect and improve the lives of the other people around her. And it's just a very uplifting book.
My next choice is Alice and Utley, A Traveller in Time, which, again, I think it's probably still in print. I love this because it combines my love of history with fantasy. So Penelope goes to live with her aunt in a big 16th century house, and then she finds there's a doorway into the past, and she gets to hang out with the 16th century courtiers of Mary, Queen of Scots, and the people who are trying to set her free. So it's all around the Babington plot, and there's lots of intrigue, and of course it all ends very sadly for Mary, Queen of Scots, but it's really, really interesting and well-written read.
My next book is The Wizard of Oz. It probably doesn't need much in the way of introduction because you might have seen one of the many films based on it, or Wicked the musical, but again, it's like Rebecca's World, the story of Dorothy, who is transported to a far-off distant land, and where she meets various friends who will help her home, and various foes as well, such as the truly evil Wicked Witch of the West.
I personally think Dorothy should have just given her the shoes, actually. But anyway.
Okay.
My next choice is Little Women, which I loved reading because, like most people who like books, I just think I identified with Jo. I thought Meg was a bit, housework-y, and I can't draw, so I wasn't whatever the other one the name is. Who was the other one? And I did like Beth because I played the piano very badly, and that was really sad because in the next book she dies. But yeah, Little Women, apart from Jo, should have married Laurie. That was a big mistake. And I think that's our 5 minutes up.
Yes. Indeed.
Okay. Thank you
Thank you
for listening. Bye.